Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
NetSuite also offers this budgeting feature where you can set up your budgets for your financial year for your GL accounts. And based on the budgets, you can also see your budget versus actuals. Again, a very cool feature from the financials and accounting perspective. I'm going to really quickly show you that as well. You go in transactions, financial, and you have your set of budgets. I click on that and it's going to open up your budget form. This is basically a budget form where you can set up the budget. You have your subsidiary or the company for which you need to set up the budget. Let's say, I'm going to select GDS Corp. This is the company for which I need to set up my budget. I select my fiscal year or the year for which I need to set up my budget like 2020, 2021, 2022. Like organizations would be doing some budgeting internally, right, for the fiscal year, the targeted sales or the targeted expenses and all that stuff. You can select your fiscal year. You can select your budget category like for which type of budget you are trying to achieve here. Maybe it's the monthly budget or maybe it's like a preliminary budget and a revised budget, something like that. I'll come back on the category later. But for now you have to select a category. And based on this category, you can see your budget versus actual. Let's say it's a budgeted category right now. You can set your budget by department, class and location as well. If you want to set your expense budget for a particular department, you can select the department over here. If you want to set a budget for your class, you can set it over here. You can select the class and you can set the budget for that particular class as well. And if you keep this empty, it means that you are setting the GL level or the account level. You have the option available in NetSuite to either do it at the account level or you can also deeper into the granular level, which is class, location, department, item, customer. And then later, see the budget versus actual accordingly as well. You have the account type here. Account type primarily used to, filter your expense and income account. Let's say, right now I want to set my budgets for my income accounts. I can select income. And no, this is all. The income accounts will only show up on your screen here. This is, again for the sake of better user experience, you can use the account type for your, better visibility. Now let's say, for my finished revenue, I want to set above budget. What I will do is, let's say, I will enter for the month of January 2021. I have a budget of 5,000. Now, if I want to set this budget for the rest of the year, what I will do is I will click on this and I will go on the top. And here I have this option called Fill. If I click on Fill, you will notice that all the periods are now updated with 5,000 and my total budget is 6,000. And let's say for my merchandise sale, I have a total budget. I don't have a monthly budget. I have a total budget of, let's say, 72,000. And I want to equally distribute it in all the months. I can simply click here and click distribute. Notice that now NetSuite distributed all this. And my yearly budget is cents in 2000. This is how you know you can fill all these accounts when you are setting up the budget. Is this making sense? What we are trying to do here, for each income account, we are trying to set up a monthly budget. And now, once this is done, you simply save it. Now this budget is saved. And the next thing that, as an accountant or as a finance person, that you would be doing is reviewing it at the month end with your actuals. When I go in reports, I go in banking and budgeting, and I have budget versus actual report over here. When I click on this, here again, you remember the budget category. Based on the budget category, you can review your budget. Let's say I selected a category of budget. I'm going to select my period range. Let's say from Jan 2 to October 2021. I'm going to select my subsidiary over here. I'm going to select GDS code. And I'm going to refresh this. Now notice this report is actually showing you what was your budget amount for a particular account and what is the actual that you have achieved. Let's say my finished goods revenue was set for the complete overall company to 10 million. But for I have only been able to achieve only 500,000. I am, under my budget. I have not received, achieved my targets yet, and same goes for the expenses as well. Let's say, let me just quickly show you some expenses. Here you see this payroll expense. My payroll budget was only 466, but I have incurred expenses of 5,000 now. This is now showing me that I am overutilizing my budget as well. This is a very good tool for the accounts team to identify where the organization is, underutilizing a budget or overutilizing a budget by using the budget versus actual report. You have the percentage amount as well in which this variance has incurred. And based on that, you can identify the problematic areas, and you can, further drill down and see the root cause of that issue. This is, a very, very high level overview of why an organization would be doing budgets. And using the budget versus actual, you identify the variances, and based on the variances, you take the necessary measures to, to solve the problems or, identify the root causes. Like, you reviewing the sales figure, it would identify the management that either the budget is over optimistic or we are not selling it properly. Now, based on this, you can take the necessary decisions in your organizations. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.